Hello friends, today I will guide you about the Delhi University B.Ed admission. For the current year 2017, the exam has already been conducted by the PG cell on 1st July. Earlier CIE, that is Delhi University, has own Department of Education used to conduct the examination, but now the PG cell does the entire admission process. This is the question paper of the Delhi University PG exam. You can see the instructions given out here. There are in total 100 questions, and each question carries 4 marks, and there is a negative marking of 25%, so 1 marks gets debited if you mark it wrong. And the other instructions you can see here. You can use a pen to answer it, and you have the paper both in English and Hindi, so you can see the subject code, and some of these details you can fill yourself. And now if we start seeing questions, we start getting the questions straight away from first page, and both language, that is Hindi and English, is present. And mostly the syllabus that they use while framing the questions is from the NCERT, from class 6 to class 12th. If you have gone through them, this paper will be absolutely easy for you, and you can score more than 90% very easily. I mean, I did not find any questions that possibly a regular student, not even a bright student, a regular student cannot answer. You have to keep your cool only, because time is 2 hours, 1 hour 20 minutes. You have to answer 100 questions, so maybe just over 1 minute per question. You can see the questions are very easy. They are directly from the NCERT. Even at the end of every chapters of NCERT, there are questions. If you go through all of them, you will be able to answer most of these questions. I got this paper from someone who attended the exam. The questions were not at all complicated. Very simple, direct concepts from NCERT book. You don't need to go to some other preparation sources. If your basics are okay, and if you are glued to your NCERT books, Delhi CBSE, you shouldn't be facing any problems as such. I'll show you the answer keys as well. The answer key comes within 24 hours at the end of the exam online, and you can go and check it and calculate your scores accordingly. You can leave those questions which you know for absolutely sure, if you are that you are unable to answer it. Some regular current affairs, if you go through the daily newspaper and any other current affair magazine, if you will go through, because the percentage of current affair questions is very less, so if you have very less time with you to prepare, you can as well drop the idea. And then there are passages, English regular passages, very easy to answer again. You should have your basic English vocabulary clear, and then the Hindi comprehension and the questions based on it. Some reasoning and logic questions, numerical questions, mathematical based. So if you have your basic techniques okay, you don't need to study too much, just practice some questions. And if you are into giving competitions, the basic SSC past year papers, if you go through, you will be able to practice for the logical questions quite easily, because that standard is more than enough. Current affairs are very easy if you go through regular newspapers of the last 2-3 months. You should be able to answer most of them. Some basic child pedagogy questions. In total 100 questions.
So this is the answer key for the set C series, for which I just showed you the question paper. The 100 questions, and you get 5 days time to challenge any answer if you feel it is incorrect. They would come up with a solution if they have accepted your challenge. Now the first list that comes up according to the subject, it's around after 10 days, and this is the person with disabilities reservation list, and 318 is the top marks. Combined rank is 19, and social sciences goes likewise. You get this entire list and the institution allotted. So you can see the cutoff as per reservation, and then there is war widows reservation list, and then you have the unreserved entrance based list, and the highest is 361 number out of 400, and normally the toppers go to the CI as their preferred choice. and on the right side you can see the subject. You may or may not get a seat even if you have good rank or marks, uh, because the seats in your subject category may not be there. So you might see other people with lower ranks or marks getting admission because they have more seats for themselves in a particular institution. So on the left side, if you see the serial number, since there are around 100 seats, so if I go down to the 100th serial number, approximately 286 would be the first cutoff list, I would put it that way. But still you can see at around 100, Maharishi Valmiki College has come up already. But at the lower ones, you will, if you go further down, there are other colleges listed. And since Lady Irwin College's home sciences, even very less marks can get you there. So this way, a lot of people, if we go down to the bottom, for STSC and including all the other reserved categories, even marks with 21, 25, 62 with 14,000 rank get a ranking in the first list. And then if there are some seats missing, some people don't report, accordingly you get the second list. So from 316 you can see 279 marks drop for the second list. And this is again CI. So if we go down to the unreserved list now, from 361 now 294 is the second cutoff list starting number, and then you get it in science, mathematics, and CIE. So this way you can see exactly and try to understand how the list works, and seats are allotted as per the vacancies in particular subjects that you have. And if we go down to the lists in STSC category, then you have 196 in science biology for Shyama Prasad Mukherjee College for Women. And then you have third list, 261 is the starting one. And then in the general, you have 287 for science physics. So that's the way it keeps on going. Then you have the fourth list. The starting would be 284 in science mathematics. And then fifth list, you have starting at 158 Lady Irwin College. This time CI is missing, and subject is science, home science. And the last list is the sixth admission list. And here it's Maharishi Valmiki College of Education, 283 marks, because some seat got available in a particular subject. So the list marks, the final entrance marks, goes higher this time. So there are a lot of permutations and combinations that go through while you are doing this. And here are the toppers of each category. OBC 361 marks, unreserved 354, scheduled caste 351, person with disabilities 318, scheduled tribe 277, war widows 265, and the combined rank you can see on the right side. So in total, if I put it in Excel sheet, around 15,000 students had attended the examination, and you can see people have even got negative marks in the exam. I don't know how these people have attended the exams. Maybe a total time pass, or not serious at all, or those kind of things I can understand. So the rankings have been very low. That's why they may not have got any admission out there. So if you consider all these things, then you understand that how, if there are any chances of you getting admission in all the subsequent lists that come up. You have to follow all the basic guidelines, and it wouldn't be difficult to get into the top 10% of the entire mark sheets. In case you have any questions, to put in here. Thank you for watching this video.